and welcome to Faith, Facts, Fun. In my last video all about Lent, I spoke about the importance of the number 40, not only in Lent, but in Scripture. The number 40 is literally mentioned over 150 times in the Bible. So what's up with that? And why is it such an important number? Well, generally speaking, if you look at all the examples of 40 mentioned in the Bible, they're all periods of testing or a trial of sorts. No, not that test and not that trial. I mean a personal struggle, a personal test like Jesus in the desert as he battles Satan for 40 days. A personal trial for Jonah in Nineveh when he tries to get the people to turn away from evil and to turn back to God. Each time 40 is mentioned, it is usually attached to a personal faith struggle. After these events, something big usually happens. It would be a real coincidence, don't you think, if all these important things took place in 40 days or 40 years? So I have a question for you. Do we really know what 40 days or 40 years was in the Bible? Were the days and the years counted like we do today? Maybe not, but what is important to realize is that when 40 is mentioned, it means this. Something important is going on. Let me say that again. Important. It is a clue to pay attention. So what are some of the more memorable moments when 40 is mentioned in Scripture? Let's start in the Old Testament with Jonah. Yes, that Jonah in the belly of the whale, but he was not in the belly of the whale for 40 days, but he was in Nineveh for 40 days. Jonah walked through Nineveh and told the people that God said that they should stop doing bad things, or in 40 days, the city and everything in it would be destroyed. To Jonah's surprise, the people listened to him and they prayed to God and said they were sorry for all the bad things that they had done. Jonah was changed, and so were the people of Nineveh. Moses. I love Moses. When Moses went up on the top of Mount Sinai, he was there for 40 days and 40 nights, fasting, praying, and finally coming down with the 10 Commandments. His physical appearance was changed because he was in the presence of God, and he was changed on the inside as well. Then Moses and his people also wandered in the wilderness for 40 years before getting to the promised land. They had something to learn, to listen to God. And when they were changed, they got where they were going, literally and spiritually. Now, let's move on to the New Testament. Jesus' first encounter with the number 40 is just after his baptism by his cousin. He leaves the River Jordan and goes into the desert to pray and to fast. The devil tempts him with power and glory and riches, and Jesus rejects all of his offers. He emerges stronger than ever, and this is the start of his public ministry. Talk about a transformation. The next important 40 for Jesus is his appearance to the disciples after his resurrection. He spent 40 days on earth teaching his disciples all they needed to know to carry on in his place once he left the earth for the final time at his ascension. Everyone he encountered was changed. They were no longer the same. So, that brings us back to Lent and why Lent is 40 days. Lent can be a time of personal change for each one of us. We can use these 40 days as a chance to develop new habits like praying and fasting and giving. That Lent is 40 days long is not random or arbitrary. It is a purposeful number, a significant number. And if we approach Lent and its 40 days as important and significant, we just might emerge a little bit changed, like Jonah and Moses, and yes, like Jesus. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.